Yeah. So being a proud graduate of middle school, I can tell you from experience that there's a lot of unique type of kids you're kind of gonna meet in middle school. For an example, we have the kids who start vaping at this time of age. Now, personally, me, I don't vape, and I don't think anybody watching this video or who vapes in general shouldn't be vaping. You want to know why? Because vaping looks stupid. You're just sucking inside this little piece of plastic, just. And people who vape might argue that it's healthier than smoking, and they're right. But in the end of the day, you're still getting high off of that nicotine, and you're still getting addicted. Which at the end of the day, it's still probably gonna give you popcorn lung, even if you still continue to vape. And I honestly feel like kids in middle school want to have gas, but they don't have the money for it, so they have to go to a cheaper option to get high. But they're usually pretty chill people, probably because the nicotine is just making them a little bit more calm and just relaxed and stuff. Now, nowadays in middle school, you're probably gonna meet some fake YNs. Now, YNs kind of give themselves like their own archetype. Ski mask, mainly dark clothes. Having really good shoe game too. I be seeing real YNs and also fake YNs with some good shoe game. And you will always see these kids with just the craziest sag possible. You be seeing their underwear sometimes. Now, fake YNs have a reputation of getting in trouble a lot and just being crash outs for no reason. These young bulls also acting like they've been day one King Von supporters since he started dropping music. And most YNs be listening to Von after he passed. And a lot of times they act like that they got a gun on him, but they really don't. They really fall. I really got that joint on me, you know what I'm saying? I'm from the streets, you know what I'm saying? Gang, we live in the suburbs. What are you talking about? Nah, man, you already know I've been out there for a while now, you know what I'm saying? Trying to get out the mud for real. And don't think that the blacks are the only one who be faking this YN type of stuff. They be whites who also be acting like they YNs.
Hey, yo, what's good, my nigga?
Yo, you cannot say that. But another type of kid that you're probably going to see in middle school and even high school is the hot Cheeto girl. Now, it is pretty easy to actually distinguish who is and who is not a hot Cheeto girl. Gigantic looking eyelashes, Wolverine claw looking nails. And they will always have two freaking like other people who always be following her 25-8. And you already know that they be eating some Takis or some hot Cheetos, if that. And they be loud as heck too. I have no idea how they be yapping at like 8 in the morning. Like, I'm just like waking up and I'm feeling tired as heck. Maybe they live off 5-hour energy or something like that. That's how they so awake every day. But the next kid you're actually definitely going to see in middle school is the band kids. Now, personally, me, I've been friends with a band kid for about like 3 years now, and I can tell you that he is very chill, very laid back, and a very just cool person in general to hang out with. But I'll tell you, him and other kids are the only exception. But the other side of the spectrum is they just really corny. Weird band kids are the reason why the term cornball is a thing. But there ain't nothing wrong with being yourself. That's the best way to live life if you just be yourself. But sometimes you just need to tone it down a little bit if it's like just extremely corny. And band kids don't really know how to turn that level of corniness off, you know? But the last type of kid that you're gonna see in middle school, but mainly high school, but there are some you might see in middle school. How I say this nicely? I'm just gonna call them the school bop. They get passed around more than a joint. They get passed around more than a ball. They get passed around more than a Kardashian. But most of all, they get passed around more than Jimmy Butler and Kevin Durant. Alright, I'm about to go to sleep. Hopefully I can see y'all next week. Don't mind subscribing if you want to. You have a choice if you want to. So if you want to subscribe, you can. But if you want to leave, you can leave right now if you want. But right now, stay blessed. Night 1.